it's always been interesting to me how if we don't talk about the experiences we have in our youth, as it were, how we can become jaded about the experiences we have in the future. We can spend a lot of time being numb to a lot of the beauty and ugly that happened in our lives early on. So for me, it's about unfolding a story.
I think his writing is very visceral. It's a young, powerful, organic, and I call it a poetically vulgar, only because he gets to say things that certain other people can't say because of the way his characters speak. And some people have issues with that, but I don't, because I think he really hones into a certain vernacular and a certain type of storytelling.
Unlike a more traditional chronology of a trilogy of plays where one happens first and then the next and then the next, these are more like what you might find in Greek mythology or mythologies from different cultures, where the stories aren't necessarily consistent and don't line up neatly in terms of chronology and time span. There seems to be a really elegant arc from In the Red and Brown Water, which is kind of formal and choreographic and very musical, to something intimate and more muscular and brother size, to something that's very colorful and almost dreamlike.
They were written separately and under different auspices, all under the aegis of giving voice to the voiceless. Because the plays, again, that were built to be different, they were built to be radically different from each other, to play alongside each other. We thought it'd be interesting to give the play the life that they needed to survive.
The play Brother Size is about two brothers and a young man who has a relationship with one of the brothers. One of the brothers has gone to jail, and he has had a relationship in jail with a man that comes out. And it's about the struggle. I think it's actually about three sides of one person, and it's basically what Tarell says is about three men learning to love each other. Marcus is about a young black gay boy of 16 sort of finding himself in this southern community who has this special gift, the secret of sweet. And all these people are in his life trying to tell him how to be, and he's trying to find out how to be himself.
It's a play about how women in particular, but again, all people, take a step forward in the face of tremendous obstacle. And he once described it as not being about the big heroic acts that make it on the news or something, but it's simply that after, let's say, a tremor or an earthquake and a vase has fallen from the shelf, it's the courage it takes for someone to simply reach down, pick it up, and put it back in its place. At this point, what it feels like working with Tarell is that I'm working with one of my closest collaborators. I feel completely simpatico. We have a very fluid, close relationship and a shared set of values, I think, about what we care about in the theater.
I think it's wonderful to have sort of this African-American young man's voice as a trilogy, and still have it be very specific and very, very powerful in its specificity. His voice is so singular, and his, asides to the audience, and he's incredibly intelligent, and he's a wonderful dancer, so he has all this life to him, and it comes out in his work as well.